I am trying to show us how I use this device, the BCAC charger, perforated hanger stripes, battery load tester, and emitter, all put together just because I want to know the good battery out of these two banks. Individually, I connected them, all of them together in parallel, all positive together and all negative together. As they are right now, they are connected together using these metal, perforated metal straps, holding it together like that, all positive and all negative. The function of this is just to put voltage into all of them, subjecting all of them to the same condition, repicking it to anything above 8.2 volt. As they are right now, they are ready for me to test using this device. The load tester with a timer that will help me to get those ones that are best good out of these two banks and put them together back into one car. That's what I do. It takes time. It's not something that you can do within a day or two. I'm telling you, to even put the voltage into it, to charge it up to 8.2 volts, sometimes it takes me more than 2 days using just single charger. I decided not to use this guy anymore. This one is quite difficult to use. Why? You have to press on this and then start the timer. Once you lift your hand off it, it will stop working. So let's take this out of the picture. Okay, what I now have plan of using is this big one. It has suffered a little bit from my hand, but I've made two modifications on it. The alarm stuff, the beeper in it, I disconnected it. Then two, I added a fan in it. After adding the fan, now I think it's now ready for use. Connecting it to this big pack. Okay, the fan will start blowing immediately. Yeah, I'm just using this to see the digital voltage reading. It will give us the analog reading out. The amperage, I can now increase this, and then as you increase the load on it, you see the load coming up. As you turn it, oh, something is wrong. I should be going up. Okay, so as you turn it, the load, it will put the load on the battery. That's how this one works. Oh, my meter is almost ready. Right now, I just made another modification. I cut that thing, splice it open, both sides, plus and negative, just to include this guy on the rope side so that I can see what's going there, digital format, while the analog is there also. I am pulling nothing right now, but for us to start pulling everything, my connection is still at the far end of the bank, negative, and the far end of the bank, positive, subjecting the whole thing, the whole battery bank, to the same condition. Don't forget, because we want to test all of them to know the best of them all, so we have to subject all of them to the same condition. So now I'm still doing my calibration by trying to know how many amps do I want to pull. Right now I'm turning this and see the amperage thing is beginning to move and the voltage will start to drop. So as I'm turning it, the voltage will be dropping. I think that should be good. This should be good for us to be able to know how well they will behave individually. If we can do this and it's beginning to drop the voltage like that, okay, so I believe I'm ready now. So the next thing is to dismantle all of them and then test them individually and time them to know the time it's going to take for it to drop from 7.2 to like something like 6 or 6.5 or something. Just have to form a baseline for all of them. All right, I just finished testing this bank of battery using this meter, which I put together in a funny way but works. I set it up to have a constant load, and I use the constant load to test all the battery to see the time it will take for the voltage to drop from 7.6 volt to 6.99 volt. My time is in seconds, and this is the data I'm able to come up with for each of the battery, starting from the top one to the bottom one. I subjected all of them to the same condition, charged them together, left them for days to do this. Let me show you how I do the testing. That is ready, so connected to the positive ready, so I'll just put on the negative. Once the negative is connected, this comes alive without constant volt. Then I monitor the voltage from 7.6, was formerly 7.6, but now it's not 7, it's 7. From where it started from. Then I'll watch it with my timer from where it started from to 6.9. Once you get to 6.9, I stop the timer, then I disconnect it and move it to the next one. That's how I'm able to test it and come up with this data. I'm about to do the second bank of battery.